What's going on, guys? Josh here, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 products to be selling in July 2021. Now, as you guys know, there are plenty of creators that come out with this kind of content, but what I want to try to do is help you guys to take it one step further. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is talking about what you can sell the product for, what you can source the product for, what the margins are. We're going to be looking at the original ad, maybe taking a quick review of the landing page, right? But also, I want to talk about a new marketing angle that you could potentially test with this product, right? I want to get those brain juices flowing. I want you guys to think a little bit deeper about a certain product and maybe think about a new way to sell the product, therefore fighting the whole saturation and like stigma that's on this e-commerce market. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about that. Then we're also going to talk about the groups that you can go in and be that that fly on the wall. Have a listen about what they're talking about. Try to validate the product through that. And then finally, we're going to be talking about the 5 new interests that you could potentially go and test. So without further ado, let's go straight into the video. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome in. My name is Josh. I'm a 7-figure entrepreneur who loves all things productivity, e-commerce, and personal finance. So sit back, relax, and let's jump into it. Okay, so really quickly, I just want to ask you one favor. I just want to make sure that I am providing you as much value as possible. I just don't want to be one of those YouTubers who kind of come out and, makes these videos for likes, for subscribers, just to boost views on their channel. I want to really try to provide a lot of value for you guys. So let me know down in the comments below what you want me to do. Have a look at this video. I'm going to be reviewing each page and the product pages. So hopefully you can take that and really apply those teachings in your own product pages, right? But if that doesn't work for you guys, no problem. I know it's going to be a little bit longer, so I will have timestamps in this video, but let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you want me to do, because I'm talking, about marketing angles, different ways to sell the product, going into groups so you have that congruent messaging and really understanding who your target audience is, and then now doing product page reviews. I know that this is completely unique to all the people that are, making these kinds of videos, but I just want to make sure that I'm serving you in the best way possible. So as a result, make sure you also subscribe, because if you're not subscribed, then I can't help you, right? You won't know when these videos come out. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. I know it's going to be a big one, but bear with me. I know there's going to be a lot of value for you. So product number 1, here we go. Okay, so product number 1 is what people are calling this super scrubber, right? But what I'm going to be talking about is a new way to market this one. So let's have a look at the ad real quick. So these guys are calling it muscle brush, right? Obviously, this ad has been going crazy. It's only been running for a couple months, April 29, 6.4 million views, but look at the engagement, right? So like 8,000 likes, 5,000 comments, it's crazy. It's a lot, right? With this ad, they've done an amazing job, because it's like obviously scroll stopping, shows like an obvious problem that a lot of people have, right? And really solves that in terms of like cleaning very quickly, very easily, hassle-free, all that kinds of stuff. Now let's go have a look at the quick product page. Now, in terms of the product page, what I think I should do in these reviews, in these videos, right, is actually show you guys what I would do differently. So what they've done well and what they've done not so well. Now, I like that they've got, an add to cart that is very high contrasted. You can see very easily that it's, the brand color right here, very easy to click. Pricing is very easy to read, all that kinds of stuff. They've got these bolded sections, which is great, right? Like to really draw the attention, really grab the attention, right? Generally speaking, because the ad did such a great job, I think that they've not relied so much on the product page, but they kind of rely on the fact that they're gonna see the ad, like, yeah, I really need that. And they're gonna see that, yes, the ad led me to this product page, and they're just gonna buy. They're not really doing any hard selling here, because it's such a big problem solver, okay? So, but generally, if I was to improve this, obviously you see here, look at all this white space that's just empty, that could be used. You can use this by, use a page builder like Pagefly, Shogun, Zipify Pages, Gem Pages, all that kinds of stuff. Now, in terms of these benefits right here, great. But I would like to, use the whole real estate on the screen, and then also use icons to really grab their attention, because when people are jumping onto the website, most people are just looking to scan, right? They're trying to get as much information as possible. Generally, customers only have about 3 to 5 seconds worth of attention span, so we need to be really quick on trying to get that attention. So that's just my little way of doing it. Now, in terms of the images, they've done a great job of a before and after, right? Showing like the aspirational content, like, yes, I could actually have this product is gonna help me solve my problems, blah, blah, blah. And all this other stuff, I don't think many people read at all. So there's a lot of improvement that could be done here. You know, in terms of the reviews, great job. You know, there's a lot of great images right here showing testimonials and all that kinds of stuff. So obviously the product page is great. And then let's move straight on to how much you can source it for. So you can sell it for $39.99, right? And then you can source it for about $8, give or take. If you sell it from the US, you know, $8.87, right? And then that increases depending on what kind of pieces you want to go with, okay? So obviously there's a good margin of about $31.08, right? Give or take, depending on which one you choose. But very high profit margin, very, very nice, very nice. So the marketing angle that I want to focus on with this one is, you know, these guys are pushing, you know, bathrooms, you know, ovens, microwaves, all that kinds of stuff, right? But what I want to focus on, and what I think you guys should focus on as well, is aquariums, at-home aquariums. So if you guys understand, at-home aquariums can be very, very expensive. People on the internet, they are going crazy over this kinds of stuff. Stay at home, all of that. They're really investing back into their home. Real estate market is going up as well. So for example, a famous YouTuber, Graham Stephan, he invested recently $40,000 into his at-home aquarium. It's a lot of money, guys. Did you know, right? And this is where I'm going with in the marketing angle. Did you know to clean off the dried algae or the green stains, they actually have to use a razor once they've emptied the tank, right? They have to use a razor to scrub off the dried algae. That's obviously an issue. It's not only dangerous, right, for one, but it's also like cumbersome, very tiring. So imagine this machine, power drill, scrub, clean it. Easy, easy, easy. So that's amazing, amazing idea. And if you have a look at the groups, if you have a look here, there are plenty of people that are really enthusiastic. So that's another great thing, right? Enthusiastic audiences that are willing to buy. Not only do they have the money because they're investing, you know, multiple thousands of dollars into their at-home aquarium. If you can give them an easier, more efficient way of cleaning their aquarium, keeping it nice and sparkly, all those kinds of good things, why won't they want to spend $40? You could even upsell it, right? You could even upmarket it to about $50, $60 if you wanted to, depending on how well you really show the time-saving ability, the amount of time, the amount of money that they're going to save, right? The amount of hassle they're going to save. If you really do great jobs on that, you can really kind of mark this up to $59, $69, right? And then just use like a buy now, pay later, and amazing, amazing. So the interest that you can go ahead and use for this one is aquatic plants, fish keeping, coral, aquarium, and aquascaping. Amazing, amazing product, guys. I actually nearly didn't put this in because I wanted to test it myself. But, you know, for the YouTube, go ahead, have fun, and let me know how you do down in the comments below. Okay, so product number 2 is one that I honestly believe is another really, really good product. Again, in the way that people are advocating it right now with the how to sell, you know, top 10 products to sell in July, blah, blah, blah. I don't think the way that they're selling it is great, but I think this product is great because of the way that we can market it, and I'm gonna go into that in just a second, right? So obviously the product right here is this sleeping mask, this Bluetooth sleeping mask that's gonna help you, you know, if there's loud noises or that kinds of stuff, it connects to your phone, you can play some music, blah, 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 have a good sleep. So obviously there's a really great engagement again, 5,000 likes, you know, 5.6 thousand comments, and 1,000 shares. So amazing, amazing stuff. I'll link it down below so you can go ahead and have a look at this, but I want to focus more on the marketing angle and all that. So let's go through all the, you know, technicalities, and then let's go straight to the fun stuff. So in terms of the product page, right, let's do a quick review. In terms of the price and the way that they've set this up, I would like this to be a little bit bigger, right? You want people to see it and really get an understanding of like how much it is really quickly, right? So if people aren't really interested, they can just, you know, they could just disappear, right? But generally, you know, having this is good. I would like to have it bigger, definitely though. In terms of color, right, I would really like to have like swatches, right? So people can visually choose, oh yeah, I want gray, I want black, I want you know, blue, whatever it is, right? So you have swatches, and then they can just click on the colors just to make it more interactive. Now remember, a lot of customers, right, they spend a lot of time in the product carousel. So this part here, yes, it is good to have general photos with a transparent background, PNGs, so that it looks great. You can really show off the quality of the image, but at the same time, you want to also give people an idea of how it's used, right? So obviously here, it's not bad, but I am 100% sure that this image is taken straight from the supplier, right? They haven't really taken in and invested into real quality photos. So what you want to do is similar to how, they've got all these smiling people here. There's a smile here, there's a smile here, and there's a smile here, right? So what they're doing is by having smiling people using the product in the intended environments in which it's meant to be used, they're creating aspirational content. They're giving the person an idea or painting an image in their head saying, hey, if you use this product in your environment as well, you can also be happy. You can also solve the problem that you're facing right now, okay? So hope that makes sense. Now let's continue on with the review. Add to cart button, great, right? This thing is great in terms of it really stands out. It's huge, people can't miss it. Now the one thing I will say though, buy extras for your loved ones and save more. This thing right here is very easy to actually just scan straight past it. A lot of people, because the add to cart button is so bright and so big, right? Most of the time people will just be attracted to that after having a look at the images and then go straight down and then continue down further. People generally, they like saving, right? They like saving money. So I'm actually going to link a video for you right here in a recent Saturday live call that we did. And I was talking about how to really upsell a product, right? And I'll also give you the timestamp as well. But not bad overall. Using really good icons. But again, I would really like it for them to use all of this as well. Page builders, guys, page builders. You need to get this done. Imagine, right, if we took these 4 icons and then had them sprawled across the page like this. So when people are looking at the end of the day, when they're actually really considering this product, they're gonna see, a really nicely designed, easy to digest website, right? So it's just going to really make it really easy for the customer to just go ahead and yes, I want to purchase this. In terms of these ones here, the font's okay. Like what kind of font size is this? I'm guessing it's anywhere between like 14 points. You generally want to have like body copy around 16 to 18 depending on what kind of font body you're using, but you want it to be very easily readable, okay? So I think a lot of people will be kind of turned off by this. But headlines, great, fall asleep faster with music, not a bad idea at all. Designed for all night comfort, amazing as well, like great headlines. And also this is really important, the use cases, the usability, what apps they can actually pair it with, right? So these are great. And then, obviously this is a pain point of people who have previously tried like wearing headphones at nighttime, all that, so they're touching on that. Not bad. I would like to see some sort of GIF or something, right? Remember, customers have about a 3 to 5 second attention span. Having something as a GIF or a video right at the top is really kind of capture their attention, especially while they're kind of a hot lead from jumping over from your Facebook ad. If you have a GIF up the top, you're just gonna secure that purchase right there and then. But yeah, overall, not bad. So let's go quickly talk about how much you can sell this for. So $37.99, right? And then in terms of sourcing, you can get it for about $7.82, I would say, or $11, right? So that is anywhere between, I think it was $9 when I was, okay. For example, this one here, $9.77. So the margin is $28. So overall, very healthy margin as well. And you can always upsell and really push more sales for friends or family, all that kinds of stuff to really increase that average order value. Now, the fun part in terms of the marketing, the way that we're going to sell this product. For example, every Tom, Dick and Harry who are going to watch, the top 10 products to sell in July, blah, 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 they're all going to sell it as, sleep better. If you're having trouble falling asleep in a noisy environment, blah, 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 you should sell it in this way. It help you sleep better. That's the angle, right? The angle that I want to kind of explore today with you is, hey, if you have, I don't know if you guys have heard it, but it's tinnitus. It's something where you have a chronic ringing in the ears. Now this is a problem, and this is just some basic research that I did. This is a problem that affects or plagues 10% of the US population. That's approximately 25 million people, right? So now let's take, for example, you take 1% or 2% of that. Let's say you convert only 21% or 2% of 25 million. That is a multi-million-dollar business, right? So if you can kind of angle this, get some feedback from doctors who are tinnitus specialists, and actually get some real good reviews, sort your UGC so that it all talks about tinnitus and all that kind of stuff. And I'll link a video for you right here talking about UGC and how powerful that is in Facebook advertising overall and just for your brand message, right? So the tinnitus, it's a huge problem, guys. And this was another product that I honestly did not want to share. But again, for the YouTubes, for you guys, I just want to give it out to you, and hopefully this can help you to start thinking a little bit deeper. A product doesn't just get sold in one way that someone else tells you, right? The tinnitus angle is just one out of many that you could potentially market this to. So let's have a look at the Facebook groups, right? So we always talk about, jumping into Facebook groups, really trying to validate the product there, and just pretending that you're a customer, right? It's like, oh, hey, I really got, I have bad tinnitus and my husband bought me this, right? And ever since I've been sleeping so, nicely, using a white noise app, and I've just had the best sleep of my life. You guys should really give it a go. Here's my link, and that's for your own product link. So that's the power of groups, okay? Let's have a look, right? All these tinnitus success stories, 40 posts a day, tinnitus sufferers, 30 posts a day, 35,000 members, 27,000 members, COVID hearing loss and tinnitus, 1,000 members, tinnitus support group, 14,000 members. There's a ton of people here that you can really kind of go and talk to, speak to, kind of just do a focus session. You could do plenty of things with this, right? The interest that I think that you should try to run this with on Facebook advertising with that specific angle, right? Oh, noise-induced hearing loss, tinnitus, hearing, audiology, and hearing tests. Right? So this is just one angle, one way of selling it. So I hope this is really getting to you guys. So let's go ahead with product number 3. Okay, so this one is a fun one. Product number 3. Now this is a product that I actually wanted to try to test last month. I saw this really pop off when it was launched, and I was like, wow, these guys are going crazy. They're really scaling this and blah, blah, blah. I really want to give this a go. But at the same time, we were still settling in the US and, traveling to Miami, Florida, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, at the same time, I'm like, I can't be bothered. So I'm gonna give it to you guys here. And this is it right here. This is the ad. This is just a regular image ad though. So let's have a look, right? Obviously they launched it May 25th. So as I said, launched last month, right? Or just at the beginning of, end of May, sorry. Now, have a look at this. The ad is so simple. And then all they're using is a Twitter style ad, right? So this is like a Twitter post, right? So this is the general format. Now they're using this person, Vero or Haiti XOXOXO, and they're just putting that at the top, right? And I'm not sure how legal this is, if it is actually like endorsed by them, because I've looked for this Twitter account, I can't find it. When I was looking at this, they actually were a legitimate influencer. Now, I don't know what happened. I'm not really big on influencers. I don't know about this person, right? But this product was selling like crazy, and you can tell right here, look at the engagement, 18,000 likes. This is within just over a month, guys, right? 5.8 thousand comments, 4.3 thousand shares. This is insane. And if you have a look right here, if I just sort it to newest, right? This is 2 minutes ago. Like, obviously this is just bad, but look at this. Like, I have 2 of these and they're definitely not suitable for large spaces, but it's perfect for the desk in my office, right? So obviously it's still selling, they're still scaling it. I'm sure when you see this video, they're gonna continue to scale this. So let's go have a look at their product page. Let's see what they're doing, and let's talk about what they've done well. So obviously, the add to cart right at the top is good. But also look at this one right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Really bold, really high vis, very easily noticeable add to cart button. So when people are seeing the ad and they're jumping onto this product page, they don't really want to read about any of this kind of stuff. They've already been sold if your ad is good. Now their ad is really, really good in terms of it's using a valid influencer and all that kinds of stuff. What they're gonna do is they're gonna click onto this and it's gonna go straight down. Now with this, I don't think that this is legitimate, right? In terms of using these icons, obviously it's Women's Health, USA Today, The Guardian, and saying that these reviews came from those publications. I'm gonna bet that this isn't legitimate, and this is kind of like we're tippy-toeing on the edge of like ethics, I guess. Like, are you willing to do this? Some people are. I personally am not. I think it's just very unethical, but it does play a part in terms of like overall CRO, like conversion rate optimization. It helps people to get across, really builds up that social proof. It's like these big names are advocating it, blah, blah, blah. It can lead them into some trouble, but you know, it is what it is. What I like is they've actually used a page builder. Okay, so they've created like a long form sales page. And this is really, really good because again, remember scannability, right? People, when they jump onto the website, 3 to 5 seconds attention span, you really want to make sure that your points get across very, very quickly. So by having a lot of real estate and also having the ultimate portable air conditioner, you can't get more simple than that. Like when they see that it's in bold green, right? They're going to understand exactly what it is and really trying to capitalize on what they've already achieved from the ad. So they're just going to continue to, you know, get like a hook, like a what is it? Jab, you know, another jab here, keep cool this summer anywhere you go. Another jab here, your own personal air conditioner, right? It's simple to easy to use. So now it's like talking about the rational reasons why people might not want to do it. So for example, installations of air conditioning units can be quite expensive and quite cumbersome, right? So these guys are saying, nope, very simple, right? So objection gets thrown out the window. And then going down, using good spacing, right? And emojis that are familiar with the customer to give them a reason to actually have a look, right? To read the headline, oh yeah, I might want to know a little bit more about that. Let me dive a little bit deeper. Icons looks great. But again, guys, like this is nothing crazy, right? They're just using images from AliExpress, Alibaba, and kind of just running with it, right? The thing that I want to show you that they've done amazingly, whenever you press any of these buttons, what's going to happen is they're going to take you all the way down to the bottom, right? So they obviously have a video, and again, this is just a standard video that you can get off Alibaba or any of your suppliers, so I'm not going to bother playing that. But let's have a look at this. This is exactly what they see, right? And this is what I was talking about with increasing your average order value, and this is the way that you should be doing it. Obviously, they've split it up into 3, and they're showing really what kind of sales or what kind of discounts they can get based on what they're buying, okay? So for example, if they just buy one, $59. Already a pretty decent saving. It's going to be reduced down from $140, so there's a good amount of saving there. But have a look at this. What they're doing is they've got this as best value, so they're kind of herding you in. You know when there's those cattle dogs trying to herd them into a certain place, you're trying to put them into a place, into a certain state of mind, right? So by saying best value, they're going to be automatically like, yep, this is the one I need to get, right? Because look at this, $279 originally down to $99. So pay an extra $40, have one for the office, have one for the kitchen, wherever. It's just typical standard marketing 101. And if you guys don't know this, I'm going to break this down for you in another video, but for now, let's continue on with this. And then, bundle number 3 for those that just have multiple places that they want to cool down, right? Again, the same kind of pricing, $50 each. Now, what we're going to go ahead and they have like FAQs and all that kind of stuff, but overall not bad. I think it's one of the, out of all the pages that we're going to see in this video, this one is going to definitely be the best one. Okay, let's have a look at the pricing. Okay, so $59.99, right? They're going to sell that for, and let's see how much you can source it for. So if you ship it in the United States, anywhere between $24 plus shipping, it's up to $34, right? But if you just ship it straight from China, it's going to cost $25, and it's a 50% markup, right? So 100% markup, sorry, 50% gross profit margin, right? So this is obviously great. They're pushing volume here. They're doing a volumes game, and I'm sure that their CPAs are very, very low. So cost per acquisitions are very, very low based on what I've seen and done research on. So in terms of the marketing angle that I want you guys to think about is, okay, everyone's going to talk about working from home, blah, blah, blah. But right now it's summer. So obviously it's a seasonal product. It's a cyclical product, but when in summer, a lot of people are still talking about, at home, blah, blah, blah. What I'm considering and proposing is, what about those people who go camping, or those people who like to go to RV parks, all those kinds of things, but maybe, the air conditioning it's not available, right? But in the United States overnight, or just in summer in general, it's still going to stay at quite high temperatures, right? Like 80 plus degrees every single night, or around 30 degrees Celsius. It's still going to be warm in the tent. So what I'm saying, the angle that I'm saying is going camping this summer will stay cool all night long with this portable air conditioning unit. Simply add some cold water and stay cool all night long. Bam. right? People still like to have these luxuries when they go camping, right? Just because they're going camping doesn't mean they don't want to have this, right? When you're in the heat, when you're in the wild or just in nature, right? It's going to be uncomfortable and people naturally just want to be more comfortable, okay? So have a look at these groups, right? Free camping life, RV camping in Texas, just camping, Texas State Park. That's just because I'm in Texas, right? But have a look at this, 40 posts a day, 10 posts a day, 170 posts a day. Are you kidding me? You could, again, just go in there and be like, guys, I just bought this, just came back camping over the weekend, over the 4th of July weekend, and game changer. This is where I bought it. And boom, free advertising for you right there. Right, so the interest that I would recommend you guys try with this one is outdoor recreation, RVs, adventure, hunting, and camping. Okay, amazing, amazing product. Let's go straight on to product number 4. We're nearly there, guys. Okay, so product number 4, guys, we are nearly through the video. I know it's a little bit of a long one, but I'm hoping that there's a lot of value here that you can take away. Now, the product number 4 is one of these multiple sunglass case, organizers, whatever this is, right? So definitely eye-catching, because if you have a look at this, just the way that it unfolds, it's enough to be a scroll stopper, right? Just in the way that it works. Let's have a look at this. If we have a look, March 23rd, they've been doing 3.6 million views, so obviously scaled, 8.1 thousand likes, 1,100 comments. Amazing. Overall, very good job. Let's have a look at their product page. Genius villain. They're selling multiple variants, right? Anywhere between 2 pairs to 6 pairs, $39. So let's do a review of the website. Obviously, this is just like one of those typical, I feel like it's like a Walmart type kind of website. Definitely room to improve here. You could really do some like fun things with a page builder. But let's have a look. So 11 reviews, not so great. Generally I like to have anywhere between 15 to 30 reviews minimum when I go and launch a product. You can source that from Alibaba, AliExpress, or just talk to your friends. Ask them about what they think about a certain product, add them in, import them manually. Now have a look here. Again, carousel images, typical e-com image, blah, 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 but it would be really awesome if there was a GIF that just kind of like spun them out and then the sunglasses, just 6 pairs of sunglasses just shown really quickly, really easily, right? Not bad. Now in terms of the color selection, again, swatches, being visual people, we want to make sure that this is very easy for people to see and people to understand that yes, they need to choose a color, okay? But because this, right, sometimes can get overlooked, right, and people will just go straight past it. But let's have a look. Add to cart. Sorry, it is really good. In terms of it's not as big as I want it to be, but big and green, not bad, not bad. And just having some basic checkouts, fake scarcity. Don't worry about this kind of stuff, guys. Like get rid of the fake scarcity. It has to go. Dropshipping, it has to go because consumers are just getting too smart. Okay, here we go. So again, look at all this excess space, right? There's a lot of space that they could use, but nonetheless, this is what I'm talking about. If you can get this in the carousel, guys, super awesome in terms of really kind of capturing that attention. Remember, 3 to 5 seconds, okay? So this in itself could be enough to just sell the product, right? In terms of this text, these are just features, right? No real benefits here. This is more of a benefit, save your space, but again, it could be more clear. Great quality, again, just a feature. Dimensions, just a feature as well. No real benefits, no real emotional benefits, right? And it's not their fault because there's only one way of selling this, or is there, right? So let's go have a look at the total, the metrics, what you can sell it for, all that kinds of stuff. So obviously $39.96 or 95 USD, right? And then if we have a look here, AliExpress, for the same one, for a 6 slot, $15.93. Right? So there's a decent amount of margin there, right? About $24. So not bad at all, right? It's still a little bit low, but you can just acquire the customers and then just cross-sell them in the checkout. So definitely can work. Let's go on to talking about the marketing angle. So you can see up here, I've got my tab, summer holidays, right? Right now it is summer, kids are still off school, people, unemployment rates are up because people are just wanting to spend more time with their families and they just don't want to go back to work, right? So that's just a current thing of the United States right now. So imagine, you think about all these sunglass cases, right? If they have to carry multiple cases per day or like on every trip, right? Especially if they have 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, right? It can get a lot. It could take up a lot of room in the suitcase. So as an example, what I'm saying is sell this product to traveling parents who are traveling domestically though. the overall vaccination rates in the United States are pretty good. So people are being more open, going through, traveling interstate, all of that kind of stuff. I know we are. And it's just opening up. Take advantage of the opportunity that is presented right now. Sell it to parents with multiple children who are traveling to beaches like Florida and California and all that kind of stuff, right? Or just like hiking trips. Anything related to sun in the summer right now. So it is a cyclical seasonal product again, but it can sell quite well if you market it in the right way, away from the way that everyone else sells it. Have a look here. Summer holiday, an easy way to market, easy way to validate, easy way to just be on the wall and just have a think about what the customers are thinking, what the language they're using, all that kinds of stuff, so you can make it very congruent in terms of your marketing, right? But look, have a look. Travel and holiday destinations, holiday packages, 60 posts a day. Not bad stuff here, right? Obviously there could be more, right? But overall, not bad at all. There's still a decent amount of posts, like thousands of members in each group, right? So definitely something to consider. Another one you could probably go ahead and do is summer activities for kids, right? Like this. Let's go into groups, and there's a lot more. Activities for kids, fun things to do in blah blah blah, fun activities and education for kids at home. All these people, they still are considering to travel, right? So if it's a low price point, it's just impulse purchase, could work, right? Could work. So in terms of the interests, you could be testing tourism, hotels, beaches, vacations, and holiday. Right? So without further ado, we are finally on to our last product of the video, and let's go straight on to product number 5. Okay, so we finally made it to the end of the video. Product number 5, right? Let's have a look at this one. So this one was funny, right? I honestly, for this video, I was struggling to get more after the third product, right? I honestly didn't know which products to sell. I was up late last night trying to figure out, what can I sell? I generally do 5 products, right? Now I found this on basic, just like straight fluke, right? I was looking at my ad spy software and link down below, but this one right here, it's just a fluke. And the reason why I chose this product was because, one, it's very cyclical, very applicable to summer where we are right now. So it's products to sell right now, right? But also we just had the 4th of July holiday. So we went over to a friend's house, and they went out and purchased a ton of summer stuff, a slippery like slide for the backyard, and then all these water balloons. And I was just thinking, wow, imagine if we had this kind of product. It would have been amazing, right? Just to have fun. This one, I couldn't find an ad for it, but I just want to show you guys the power of having the right mindset when looking at products, because I could go ahead and sell this one, and I'm not going to though, so please be my guest. But let's walk through what I would do, okay? So obviously there is no ad for this one, okay? But I want to direct you to a few things. Have a look at these 2 GIFs. Wow, amazing eye catchers. Obviously it's edited in post-production, like in terms of having these sparkles and really making it like a wow effect. It honestly is a wow effect, right? But again, the scenario in which it's placed, it's kind of wrong, right? I can imagine this for used by children, not with like Range Rovers and stuff in the back. Like, you don't want to do this in a parking lot, right? So imagine having like a kid, and then it's like stick them up, and boom, 2 of these guns, right? 2 of these bubble guns, and they're just showering this. Like, oh man, it would be amazing. I can already see how amazing of an ad it's going to be, right? So there's an idea for an ad, but I'm sure that will go viral, and you could use that on TikTok. It'll go crazy. All right, so let's have a look at the product page. Let's see what they've done well. Obviously it's in Portuguese, I think, and I can't read it, but we're gonna go through the elements that they've done well, elements they haven't done so well. Again, reviews 15 to 30, right? Move that, so that's a no from me. I like the big add to cart. Great use of GIFs, right? So 3 to 5 seconds attention span of customers. When they're jumping onto this, they're gonna see this video. It's like, wow, that's one of the reasons I chose this, right? Now, let's keep going down. Obviously, they're saying something about like the perfect present, I'm guessing. It's not bad, but it could be better, right? So we're gonna touch on that later. But again, headline size, it would have been really good if they were all this headline size, right? So headline sizes, 24 to 48, depending on the font size that you're using, okay? Or the font body that you're using, or the font that you're using. So obviously there's a disconnect between these two, right? In terms of the carousel, I think that this image is quite good, right? Even though it's graphically enhanced and all that kinds of stuff, it's still very good because it's showing the product in its intended use scenario, right? With the intended audience, children. Now, in terms of this, again, it's just straight from AliExpress. If you guys just have, you know, some friends and family that have kids, you could have a blast, like literally, figure of speech, but you could literally have a blast just having a weekend playing with this, taking some content, you know, it could be a good time. Let's continue on. Like, this is just a big no. Honestly, it's a big no from me. Yes, it's somewhat related to the product, but you know, it's a dog. Honestly, it's not really relevant. No. I would rather just, you know, kids running around, shooting the bubbles, and just having an amazing time. This one again, I'm not sure what that means, but you know, I'm sure it's somewhat relevant in terms of like probably putting in the liquid or whatnot. Again, this dimensional stuff. In terms of this dimensional stuff, what I want you guys to understand is this is something that I tell my students all the time. It's like, okay, hello viewer, hello lovely subscriber, or thanks for being here. Now I want to ask you a question. How tall am I? You don't know, right? And that's the truth, because on e-commerce, right, with e-commerce, you can only see what I show you, right? That is the beauty of e-commerce, but it's also the curse. So again, with dimensional stuff, you always want to show it relative to something that's relatable to the audience. So I generally say, put it next to a phone, and then they can compare the size difference, right? And then in their mind, they can actually see, oh yeah, it's this big, right? So they can expect something like that coming in. The more information a customer has, the more chances that they're actually going to go ahead and convert, okay? Whenever there's any confusion for a customer, they're just gonna leave, right? Because it's easier and less risky just to leave, right? They can live without it. And again, here, like this kind of stuff is not related at all, so not so good. All right, so now that they've done, we talked about the product page, let's have a look at how much they can sell it for. So this currency, right? I had a little bit of trouble figuring out what the currency was, but when I translated it into US dollars, it was approximately about $25. And I think that's about right. Spending about $25 on this for all that fun, like I would do it. I want to buy this, honestly, right? Now, $25, and let's have a look at how much you can get it for. So let's have a look here. You know, if you ship it from China, $7.06, so the margin is around $17.89, right? Really healthy margin, guys, like 70% gross margin, approximately. Now, it's an awesome product, and let me just quickly say, with this kind of product, you could build a store, seriously, on all the different types of animals. So dolphins is one. What about whales? What about dogs? What about cats? What about monkeys? What about bears, right? And you could make it really, really fun so that they could just have a stash, like a hoard of all these things. So when summer comes, all the friends come along, choose your weapon, blah, blah, blah. And then you could just have a ton of fun, right? So obviously where I'm leading with this is the marketing angle, okay? The marketing angle is having a ton of fun with your kids in summer, right? This is, and that's the marketing angle that I, said at the beginning with the ad, right? Like it could be an amazing, amazing ad. And this is just me literally randomly spitballing ideas. So I think that this can work. Definitely a very hot product right now. And let's have a look at the group, right? So in terms of the groups, again, summer activities for kids, huge, guys. Activities for kids, 670 posts per day. Can you just imagine? Let me just walk you through something. Can you imagine, right? If you had an ad that used this kind of text with two kids, right? Two children, so it's aspirational content. Wow, my kid would have so much fun with this. Can you imagine how crazy these 670 people who are posting per day would go, right? Like, wouldn't they just go ahead and buy right now? Where can I buy this? Okay, so the interest that you can go ahead and test with this kind of product is picnics, homestay, summer camps, Labor Day, and even something like summertime, right? Super, super simple, guys, but amazing. The product will speak for itself. Amazing, amazing. And just another one, throw in summer, right? Huge interest, right? Just in the United States, and just go hard with this one. So, okay, so that is all the time that we have for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, because I feel like even though at the beginning I started off you know, scripting this and making it, I wasn't so sure about the products that were here, right? I only liked the first two, really. After looking at it, after thinking about it a little bit more, I think that each of these products really have some potential, right? And it's not about the product itself, but it's about the marketing angle. Remember, saturation is like, it only exists, right, in the way that a product is sold. You can refresh saturation when you're selling it to grandmas or young kids or for the summer holidays. It's just, I just wanted to touch on that with saturation, but yeah, just hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you also comment. Let me know what you think about, you know, doing the product page reviews and all that kinds of stuff. I really want to make sure that there's a lot of value here for you guys. So make sure you also subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know exactly when I'm dropping another video, and then I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for sticking around. I know it was a long one, but I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.